Welcome to my algebra class. We're on chapter 8, section 5, and perpendicular lines. If I want to determine an equation of a line, there are several ways I can do that. One is using the slope and the y-intercept, so I use the slope-intercept form. So the slope is 3. I substitute 3 in for m, and the y-intercept is 4. I put 4, and there's the equation of the line. If I'm given the slope and a point, using slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, I put in the slope for m, negative 2x plus b, and then I use this point to substitute in the values for x and y to figure out what the intercept is. So y is 1 equals negative 2x, and x is 0 plus b. So 1, negative 2 times 0 is 0. 1 equals b. So my equation of the line would be y equals negative 2x plus 1. If they told me I had a slope of 3/4, I would put 3/4 in. And if the x-intercept is 2, that would be 2, 0, the ordered pair 2, 0. So I would put in 0 for y and 2 for x, and then find my intercept. So 0 equals 6/4 plus b. Subtract 6/4, which is 3/2. So my intercept would be negative 3/2. So the equation would be y equals 3/4 x minus 3/2. And the last possibility is that they give me 2 points and not the slope. So I would have to use my slope formula to find the slope. Remember, slope equals the change in y. These are your y values. I'm going to take 8 minus 5 over your change in x. Since I started with this pair, remember it's 4 minus the negative 2. So I get 3 over 6, which is 1/2. So now I have y equals 1/2 x plus b. Now I can take either point here and use them for the x and y values. I'm going to use for 8. So y is 8 equals 1/2, x is 4 plus b. I'm trying to find b. So 1/2 of 4 is 2. And subtract 2 from both sides, and I get 6 equals the y-intercept. So my equation is y equals, remember the slope was 1/2 x, and now I know my intercept is plus 6. We're also going to be working with perpendicular lines. If lines are perpendicular, they have a slope of negative 1. So the slope of the line perpendicular to this one here should be y equals negative 3/5 x. So if I plotted this point, graph this line here, the intercept is 0, negative 1. The slope says up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right 3, 1, 2, 3. And I would draw my line. And the line perpendicular to it would have to have a slope of negative 3/5. So let's just say it's negative 3/5 plus 2. So the intercept is 0, 2. And the slope is down 3, 1, 2, 3, and right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I connect that line, then the two lines are perpendicular, make right angles. So 5/3 and negative 3/5 are negative reciprocals of each other. When I multiply them, I get -1. So if you want a slope of a line perpendicular to another one, give its negative reciprocal. We're ready to do the assignment, so head your paper, skip a line, put the title down, fold it in half, and we're going to start on page 370, number 2. They want us to find the slope of the line perpendicular to the graph of each line. So first make sure the equation is in slope-intercept form. So number 2, the slope of this line is 4/5. The slope of the line perpendicular to it would be the negative reciprocal, -5/4. Problem number 4, we have 2x plus y equals 3. Get this in slope-intercept form, so subtract 2x from both sides, and we get -2x plus 3. So the slope of the line perpendicular to -2, the one with the -2 slope, this is -2 or 1, so its reciprocal would be 1/2, and it would have to be positive. So it'd be 1/2. So remember, the signs are opposite when they're perpendicular. Number 6, y equals -x. The slope of this line is -1, so the slope of the line perpendicular to it, the reciprocal of 1 is 1, and it has to be the opposite sign, so it'd be 1. Number 8, x equals 3. This is a vertical line. It has no slope. So the slope of the line perpendicular has to be a horizontal line, which has a slope of 0. Problems 10 through 15, you're to tell whether the graph of each equation is parallel, perpendicular, or neither. And I think I've got these mixed up here. This 370 should be 1 to 15. So we're going to have to change this. And 372 is 1 to 26. So problem number 10, get them both in slope-intercept form so you can decide what they are. The second one is in slope-intercept form, and its slope is 2. This one, 6y equals -3x, subtracting 3x from both sides. Divide by 6, and we get y equals -1/2 x plus 3/2. So looking at the slopes, they are reciprocals, opposite signs, so the lines are perpendicular. They form right angles. Problem number 12, you have 2x plus 5y equals 7, and 2x plus 5y equals 9. I think you can tell they're going to be parallel. So 5y equals -2x plus 7, divide by 5, and we get y equals -2/5 x plus 7/5. And this is 5y equals -2x plus 9, divide by 5, we get y equals -2/5 x plus 9/5. So they have the same slope, different intercepts, so they are parallel. Problem number 14, we get y equals x plus 5. Slope here is 1. And the second one is y equals, I'm going to turn that around, negative x plus 8, and the slope is negative 1. So they are reciprocals of each other, so they are perpendicular. They're negative reciprocals. Now turn to 372, and we're doing 1 through 26. Write an equation of the line and slope-intercept form for the line described. So number 2 says the slope is negative 3 and the intercept is 4. So we're going to use the standard form for slope-intercept. So slope is negative 3, put in negative 3 for x, and the intercept is 4. And that's our answer. Number 4, the slope is 2/3, so 2/3 x, and the intercept is 9, plus 9. Number 6, the slope is negative 1/3, so we'll put that in for the slope. And we don't have the y-intercept, we do have the x-intercept, so the x-intercept is 3, 0. So we're going to plug that in. Y is 0, x is 3, and find b. So negative 1/3 times 3 is negative 1 plus b. So we'll add 1 to both sides. And we find out that the intercept is 1. So our equation is y equals negative 1/3 x plus 1. Problem number 8. Slope is 3 and it passes through the point 4, 1. So we'll put in the slope, y equals 3x plus b, and it goes through the point 4, 1, so we're going to use 4 for x and 1 for y and find b. So 1 equals 3 times 4 plus b. 1 equals 12 plus b, subtract 12, and we find out that the intercept is negative 11. So our equation is y equals 3x minus 11. Problem number 10, the slope is negative 1, so we'll put that into the equation. Y equals negative 1x plus b, and it passes through the point 8, 5. So x is 8 and y is 5, and we'll find b. 5 equals negative 1 times 8 plus b. So 5 equals negative 8 plus b. Add 8 rather. So the intercept is 13, and our equation is y equals negative x, you can drop the 1, plus 13. Problem number 12, the slope is 1/3, y equals 1/3 x, passes through the point 6, 0. So we're going to use x as 6 and y is 0. So 0 equals 1/3 6 plus b. 1/3 of 6 is 2. Subtract 2, and our intercept is negative 2. So our equation is y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Problem 14, slope is negative 2/5, so y equals negative 2/5 x plus b, and it passes through the point 5, 7. So y is 7 equals negative 2/5 times x, which is 5, plus b. 5's cancel. We get 7 equals negative 2 plus b. Add 2, and the intercept is 9. So our equation is y equals negative 2/5 x plus 9. 16, the slope is 0, so y equals 0x. passes through the point negative plus b. Negative 5, 4. So 4 equals 0 times negative 5 plus b. So 4 equals b. So our equation is y equals 0x plus 4. Simplest form is y equals 4. It's a horizontal line. If it has a 0 slope, it is a horizontal line going through a point on the y-axis. The next set of problems, we're going to be given the 2 points on the line, and we have to find the slope, and then we have to figure out the intercept. So problem number 18, our 2 points are 0, 3, and 2, negative 1. First, find the slope. Use your slope formula. Negative 1 minus 3, change in y, over the change in x, 2 minus 0. So that gives us negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2. So our equation so far is y equals negative 2x plus b. I'm going to pick this point for x and y. So y is 3, x is 0. So 3 equals, this is 0 plus b, which is just b. So our intercept is 3. Our equation for the line is y equals, our slope was negative 2x, and our intercept is plus 3. Problem number 20, our points are negative 3, 4, and 3, negative 4. The slope, change in y, negative 4 minus 4, over the change in x, 3 minus a negative 3. So that's going to be negative 8 over 6, which is negative 4 thirds. So our equation is y equals negative 4 thirds x plus b. Doesn't really matter. I think I'll just use this point here. So y is negative 4. X is 3. 3's cancel out, so I get negative 4 equals negative 4 plus b. Adding 4, we get 0 equals b. So our equation is y equals, the slope was negative 4 thirds x plus 0, or just this. Number 22, our points are negative 2, 4, and 4, 2. First the slope, change in y, 2 minus 4, over the change in x, 4 minus the negative 2. So we come up with negative 2 over 6, which is negative 1 third. So our equation so far is y equals negative 1 third x plus b. Putting in 4, 2. 2 equals negative 1 third times 4 plus b. So 2 equals negative 4 thirds plus b. So adding 4 thirds, 2 plus 4 thirds equals b. And 2 is 6 thirds plus 4 thirds. Equals 10 thirds. Equals b. So our equation is y equals negative 1 third x plus 10 thirds. Number 24, the ordered pairs are negative 3, negative 1, and 1, negative 4. Slope, change in y, negative 4 minus the negative 1, over the change in x, 1 minus the negative 3. Change those to addition, we get negative 3 over 4. So our equation is y equals negative 3/4 x plus b. I'm going to use this one. So negative 1 equals negative 3/4 times negative 3 plus b. So negative 1 equals 9/4 plus b. Another way you could handle is just multiply by 4 if you wanted to. So you get negative 4 equals 9 plus 4b. Subtract 9. You get negative 13 equals 4b. Divide by 4. So b equals negative 13/4. If you didn't want to subtract. So our equation is y equals negative 3/4 x minus 13/4. And the last one, number 26. The ordered pairs are 1, negative 2, and 0, 3. Change in y, find the slope 3 minus a negative 2 over 0 minus a negative 1. That becomes 5, and that's 1, so our slope is 5. So y equals 5x plus b. I'm going to use this ordered pair. So 3 equals 5 times 0 plus b. 3 equals b. So our final equation is y equals 5x plus 3. That concludes the evens. Be sure and check the back of the book for the answers to the odds.